Okay, today we are going to use what we learned about dilations to actually draw some dilations. So this is the assignment here today, so please open this. Okay, you should not have to do this. I'm going to open it to show you the video, but you should have got the paper handout in class. So you can watch the video, but you can take notes on your paper handout if you have it. That would probably be easier to draw on than doing it on Kami. But if you don't have the paper assignment, then you can download this and you can do this in Kami, or you can print it out and you can hand it in when you're done later. But anyway, you can take notes on either the paper one or the Kami one. So I'm going to open this up. Okay, so if you see the assignment, you see these two questions here. I'm going to go ahead and do both of these. If you want, you can try it and then see how I do it. But I'm going to go ahead and do the first one, and there's going to be a total of 12. Again, remember, today you're just going to, ideally what you're going to do is you're going to show me the paper and your drawings so I can let you know how you did on them. Plus it's a little bit easier to draw like that. Okay, so the first one, let me go ahead and make this bigger. Hold on. Okay, what it's telling us to do is to graph the images. Let me see if I can get my pen to write. Hold on. Okay, let's see. There we go. There we go. Okay. So the first one says that we need to, that's the problem right there. The first one says we need to graph the image using the transformation given. What transformation given? This transformation right here, dilation of 1.5 about the origin. Okay, so how do we do that? Well, if it's 1.5, we got to multiply every single point, the coordinates, by 1.5 to get the updated prime one. So let's start with t. You can start with anyone, but I'm going to start with t. So what is that? That's going to be at 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be 3, 3. Okay. So I'm going to multiply it by 1.5, right? Times both coordinate points times 1.5. So t prime is going to be what? It's going to be 3 times 1.5 is 4.5. And this is also going to be 4.5, right? Okay. So that means t prime, I got to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 0.5 would be halfway in between. And then I would go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. So t prime would be right there. Okay. So if you want, now that you understand it, you can try u and then pause the video and come back and see where we put it. Okay. All right. So where is u going to be? So u is going to, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger and then write it underneath here now. So u is going to be 1, 2, 3 for the x and then 1. Okay. Remember, I have to multiply it by 1.5. So u prime is going to be what? So if you do it on your calculator, you get 4.5. 1 times 1.5 is 1.5. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.5 and then up 1.5. So that's the u prime. Okay. And then do the R2. So it's going to be R is, what is it? 1, 1, 2. Wait, so 1, -2. So R prime is going to be times 1.5, -3, 1.5, 1, 2, 3. R prime should be right there. And then let's see, what is that? So it's going to be 1, 2. So it's going to be S is -2, +2 for the Y. So times 1.5 is going to be -3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 3. So that's going to be S prime. Okay, good. And then you're going to connect the dots. And then down here, and then like this. Okay, so that would be what the figure looks like. And there's something that I think is going to be really important that's going to help you to make sure that you understand if you drew it correctly or not. Every side for the small one should be parallel to the corresponding side of the larger one. So look at ST, right? ST right here, and that's parallel to big ST, right? Remember we put the little arrows there. This one here, actually I didn't draw this very good, but it's really, ooh, this should have been right there. So that I made an error, so I could fix it, right? So it actually should be right there. But that should be parallel, so this TU prime should be parallel to that. This should be parallel to this, and it is. Okay, but basically that's how you can check it to make sure you did it correctly, is make sure that all the sides are parallel to the corresponding side. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let you guys try this if you want, but keep in mind this number 2 is a 0.5, so we have to multiply it by 0.5. It's going to get smaller. Anything less than 1 is smaller. So I'm going to go ahead, instead of explaining all these points, I'm going to write them all down, and then I'm going to draw it and let you guys check your work on it. Okay, but it's the same process. Okay, so this is what you should get if you take this figure here in black and you dilate it by 0.5. It's going to get smaller, right? So I put all the coordinate points. So D here is that. So you should be able to figure that out if you want to check it. I would highly recommend writing down the coordinate points and then multiplying each of them by 0.5. And then it'll help you to keep everything straight. So that's all the numbers I get. If you got something different, you may want to check your numbers against mine to see how you get them. And then the next thing is, does it look right? Well, does this 0.5 is it's a half. Is this about half the size of the big one? Is one question. It looks like it. Also, DE should be parallel to DE here, and it is. This side here should be parallel to the big side. It is. And this should be parallel to that. So that looks like what it should look like, and that's how you do it. So now there's going to be more, 10 more, I guess. I did the first 2. So go ahead and do those. And then when you're done, make sure you show me, and I'll check them off to make sure that you are, getting the correct answer on. Okay? So that's all there is to this video for this today.